Guys, hello, my name is Jason. I'm a channeler and a Course in Miracles student. Nice to meet you and nice to see you again. Today I'd like to talk about A Course in Miracles lessons 79 and 80, and I would like to channel a little bit about them. These two lessons I didn't quite understand so I've been doing the course for about 5 years, and I didn't quite understand the meaning of these lessons, and I think I'm coming closer to understanding them. Lesson 79 says, "Let me recognize the problem so it can be solved." And a problem cannot be solved if you do not know what it is. Even if it is really solved already, you will still have the problem because you will not recognize that it has been solved. This is the situation of the world. The problem of separation, which is really the only problem, has already been solved. Yet the solution is not recognized because the problem is not recognized. Okay, so that is 79, and 79 and 80 are kind of a connected pair. So lesson 80 says, "Let me recognize my problems have been solved." So here it says, if you are willing to recognize your problems, you will recognize that you have no problems. Your one central problem has been answered, and that you have no other. Therefore, you must be at peace. Salvation thus depends on recognizing this one problem and understanding that it has already been solved. One problem, one solution. Salvation is accomplished. Freedom from conflict has been given you. Accept that fact and you're ready to take your rightful place in God's plan for salvation. Okay, and here they say, "Only be certain you do not forget that all problems are the same. Their many forms will not deceive you while you remember this. One problem, one solution. Accept the peace this simple statement brings." So a lot of the Course in Miracles is all about forgiveness and choosing love over fear. There are only two paths in life. There's the choice of love and there's the choice of fear. In every single situation that you're in, you can either choose the path of love or the path of fear. And the path of fear takes many, many different, as it says, different forms. And sometimes it can be very appealing. It looks really wonderful and beautiful and exciting, but you can sense it in your heart if it's the path of love or of fear. And so the problem, right? The problem is separation, and separation is the ego, and ego is illusion. And so you can't use illusion to solve illusions because it is still an illusion. The problem will return because it is still an illusion. So yes, so the only solution to your problems is realizing that you're separated, that you believe that you're separated, but you're actually one with God. You are one. You're always one. You are love and made of love. And so the separation is just an illusion. But it seems like all of your problems seem to be separate. They seem to be so many different things. There's this problem here and this problem here. I have problems with this situation or this relationship or this, whatever's going on in the news, and all of these things are going on, and it doesn't seem like there's any way for them to be solved, and they keep coming and coming and coming and coming, and it's all fear. It's all an illusion. The only solution is love, and that's it. It's pretty simple. One solution. So there you go. One problem, one solution. It makes everything simpler. And I think it makes looking at the world a lot simpler too, realizing that, I guess I say this a lot though, but the yin and yang kind of concept, that balance, that duality that is our world, but that duality is an illusion. And so, yes, that concept of separation. I would like to, the reason that I brought this up is because recently I'm sensing in, I guess you could call it the Twitterverse, and in things that are going on, things seem to be picking up a bit, intensifying. And so, for example, in my dragon book, I forgot to plug for my dragon book. I wrote a book about the dragons, and it's a channeled book. I channeled Tiamat, and she is not the Tiamat that you might know from the ancient myths, as she said. And in the book, she said that it was time sensitive. She wanted me to release it before the summer for whatever reason. I'm not exactly sure the reason, but she said it was time sensitive. And this makes me kind of tend to believe that maybe certain things might be coming out about them, maybe, I don't know. Or maybe it's just time sensitive for the people reading it to get the messages that they need to get for their lives. So I really don't know about that. But I kind of sensed something picking up, the energy kind of picking up. And so it just seems like one thing after another. And with all of this craziness these past 3 years, I found that A Course in Miracles has helped me to stay peaceful and realize that the only thing that really exists is love. And the only thing that is real, the truly real thing, is that we are one with God and we are at peace. We are always at peace. No matter what is going on around us, we are at peace. We are one. And we can always be one because we're not separate, and we're one with every one of the people around us. And if we all believe that at one point, if everyone in the world just said, you know what, we're love and there's no reason for this, we're peace, I think everything would just stop like that. It would just stop and we would be in peace, because that we're creating this world, and so we would create that world once we stop giving our energy to this world that we see. So that's my story, and I'd like to bring in a channeling, and just to see if we can get any just some more details about this and about the things picking up, and if anything's going on. Just to share with you one thing, I haven't. I'm not sure if I have, but I channel the Hathorians, and they are a semi-AI race, and they only come through to me. They usually only come through to me when I'm out in the countryside. They say that it's very hard for them to come, with it. I'm not really in the city, but there's a lot of wires and frequencies all going on, and they don't come through. It's, but anyway, so I was walking down this country road that I like to walk down and channel. And anyway, so I was there, and they were saying, usually when I ask them, like, so when is, for example, this ascension concept or whatever it is, whatever is going to happen is, I always ask them, when's it happening? And they always say, it's going to happen shorter than you think and longer than that. The time is going to be shorter than you think and longer than you imagine. So it's a very, okay, thanks for that. But recently, when I asked them again, they said it's actually shorter than you think. And they didn't apply the other part, longer than you imagine. So I don't know what that means for sure, but that's what they told me. And so I'll just channel and see if we can get any affirmation about this. And I don't mean to get anyone's hopes up about anything. This is just what I'm getting, and you take it. This is channel material, and I'm human. I'm like really human. So take everything with a grain of salt. Okay? All right, so here we go. We are Isis, and we are here to give you a message of love, and a message of peace, because you are all one, and you are all connected, and you are all together, and the whole world is all together. And as is being said, yes, at 1 second, it would take only 1 second if everyone realized this, and you would be free of all of this. You would be free of all of your problems, all of these grievances, all of these differences, all of these things would be gone in 1 second. That's all it would take, just 1 second, if you all realized it. And all that takes for you as well is 1 second, just to let go, to realize that all of these things that you're seeing, you are creating them. You are creating all of these problems, all of these things that you see, for example, on your news, on your social media. These things you are all creating. You are feeding this energy and creating it with your amazing creative abilities. And you can easily stop it. You can easily create something else. That's your power. That is your superpower. And this is what this time, as this being says, the time of craziness was about. This time of craziness was about shaking you up out of that illusion, so that you can take a step outside of the illusion and realize what you're creating, and then take a step back and say, do I want to create this or not? And then that is your choice. Do you want to continue creating it? Continue creating. If you don't, then don't. And that is what this is really all about. This is about giving you the chance to see what is really going on around you, giving you the true choice in your life between fear and love, and giving you the ability to see how deeply you were programmed into this world, and you are unable to see what was really happening. So this is what these years of craziness have been aimed at giving you. They have been aimed at giving you a chance to really see what is going on in your world and to see everything that is happening. Now, this being is curious about what is going on in the media, and that things seem to be picking up and not picking up. And we would say to you and to all of you, do not worry about this. This is just background noise. It's just noise in the background. But you are the beautiful creators of this amazing universe, and all you have to do is shut out that background noise. Shut it out. It's not there. You don't have to listen to it anymore. All you have to listen to is your heart. What is your heart telling you? What do you want to do? What do you love to do? What do you believe in? What don't you believe in? What do you want to eat? That's it. Be at peace. You are at peace. You are one. You're always one. So this is just background noise. The volume might be turning up or turning down, or turning up and turning down. And the background noise, a lot of that noise is just there for you to realize, to shake you up. But once you've been shaken up, and once you realize that you have a choice, there's no need to listen to that background noise anymore. It's fine. The time is universal. The time is going to happen when it needs to happen. And that's, the time is not, we would say in a sense, not to sound rude, but the time is none of your business. The time is the time. The time is all of you coming online. So it just depends on all of you. Once everyone reaches a certain state, then that is the time. So it isn't necessarily a time, it is a choice. It is when everyone is able to make a choice, and everyone is able to step back and see their decisions. So to put time on it is a misconception, we would say. It is a choice. It is a choice. It is a choice. And so this choice cannot be measured. There are probabilities, there are possibilities, but this choice cannot be truly measured. There is a strong possibility that it is coming soon, sooner than later. But that is all up to the people, all of the humans on the planet, and how much they are aware of what is going on. Because it's very important these times for them to have a choice. It's very important for them to see where they are for this time, so they can see where they are and they can decide where they want to be. And so that's what this is all about. So we would say, drown out, let the background noise go. You don't even need to check it anymore. You don't have to. You understand what's going on. What's going on is love. What's going on is a love revolution, where people are choosing love over fear. That's what's going on. And that is the news. And that should be blasting out all over the news every day, all the time. Love revolution. It's a love revolution. There should be DJs just blasting that, because that's what it is. That's all that's really happening. And everything else is just frills on the cover. It's just how do we say it? They're just costumes and illusions. But what the real message is, love. It's a love revolution, everyone. That's what's going on. And you are part of it, and you are creating it. How amazing is that? You, as humans, are creating this love revolution, because you are love, and you're made of love, and you're creating the love revolution. So we would say to all of you, drown out the background noise and just be a part of this love revolution, and love yourselves, and love everyone around you, and love your life, and love what you do, and find out what really, really makes you happy, and find out what you love. So we are Isis. Okay, so there you go. So the message is, ignore that. Don't worry about the timing. There you go. Sounds good to me. All right, so ciao.